What's up, guys? Back at it with more Jujutsu Kaisen. As always, if you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. But with that being said, we got to get into it because we got chapter 182, and I'm gonna be honest, Charles is kind of lame. Like I'm not about it with Charles. This dude is, I'm not feeling it. But either way, getting into it, we start off with Charles and his G battle staff. Is it just me, or does G battle staff sound like the name we would give to our weapons if we were like 10? Like, you're 10 years old, you're watching an anime or reading a manga or whatever you were doing at 10, and you put yourself into that series. You have a weapon. What's the name of your weapon? What are you gonna call it? It's the G battle staff. Bro, what? The G battle staff. Okay, alrighty. It's a giant pen, but either way, yeah, mangaka, giant pen, staff, got it. Okay, either way. Moving on past this, I was correct in my assumption that the Ferris wheel that Hakari and Charles were on was either A, going to be used as, well, in conjunction, I guess I should say, with one of their curse techniques, not that one, or B, it was simply a set piece for them to start their fight on top of a Ferris wheel. Woo! Yeah, it was that one. It lasted all of 2 seconds. They busted out of the little cabin they were in, then they were on top of it. Charles, like, stabbed at Hakari one time, and then, boop, we're just gonna hop off the Ferris wheel. Don't really know why that was something we did, but it was something we did. Okay, cool, great. Anyway, yeah, Charles starts going on quoting this author that he really likes, and when Hakari asks him what that was, he said it was a poem from one of his favorite authors, or his favorite author, whoever. Hakari goes, I didn't know an author's note was considered a poem, but okay. This dude is like the extremely too far gone, really, really annoying, obsessive type of otaku weeaboo. Like, yeah, he is the far end of the spectrum, to say the least. Charles also goes on throughout the beginning portion of this confrontation about how fiction came to him. Mangakas, authors, they want to leave reality. It's not enough for them. So through their head, through fiction, they leave reality. But in his reality, fiction came to him, this being his curse technique. You gotta think, if you're a normal person and then you get a curse technique and you're dumped into the world of sorcery, you kind of seem like you're living in a fictional world right now. Like, most of that stuff, it's like, okay, this stuff is stuff I would put into a manga. Because it is currently actually in a manga. But doesn't actually currently happen in real life. So yeah, I get where he's coming from there, and he tells Hakari that, well, asks Hakari what this feeling is. Hakari says, boredom? Says, no, it's despair. Okay, either way, yeah. Throughout the beginning portion of this confrontation, Hakari is absolutely schooling this kid, okay? I don't even know if I should say kid. I don't even remember or know how old Charles is. Did it say? Don't remember. Don't really care. Either way, Hakari is absolutely schooling this kid at the beginning. We got Charles with the G battle staff, and Hakari with his hands in his jean pockets and his feet. Just schooling the kid. Only one time during the Ferris wheel / rooftop section does Hakari pull one hand out of the pocket, and that is to brush off an attack because it barely swipes his cheek. Schooled, okay? I'm loving Hakari already from this. He's dodging, sidestepping, kicking back. Hakari also draws attention to the fact that it doesn't really seem right, a mangaka using a pen to hurt people. What Charles does is reference a manga chapter where an author drew a character being hurt, and Hakari's like, that's not the same thing. That didn't actually happen. That wasn't a mangaka actually hurting a person. It was them drawing on a paper about a fictional character being hurt, which this technically is as well when you look at it from the outside looking in as a reader. So I think Gege Akutami is having a blast writing these kind of multi-layered jokes with a mangaka in a manga fighting with a pen that draws manga but is now hurting people, and he is already used to draw people being hurt. Yeah, he's having a blast with this. Either way, I mentioned the one single time Hakari pulled one hand out of his pocket. Yeah, he put it right back in, by the way. But yeah, he brushed off an attack that caught his cheek just a little bit. Got a little bit of blood. Well, that blood is the ink used to fill the pen. Using that, Charles projects a manga panel onto Hakari. This manga panel is a few panels ahead of reality, so as long as Charles has this manga panel attached to you, he has future sight for what you are going to do or where you are going to be, I guess. Not technically future sight for like the world in general, but you know, a specified type of future sight. Yeah, for the most part, this really ain't doing nothing. Hakari, with a 1 second disadvantage, is still smacking this kid around pretty much. But we'll get there. I actually really like the explanation that Charles / Gege Akutami gives for this. You know when you're reading a manga and you just barely happen to glance that like bottom left panel, maybe it was drawn super cleanly for a big reveal or something like that, but you just happen to catch it while you're still up on the top right, and you kind of spoil yourself for, you know, the end of that page. Yeah, it's basically like that. I love it. We've all done this before. If you say you haven't done that, well, it depends on how you read the manga. Some things you scroll through and you only see like one panel as you go down. But when you see like the whole pages, I guarantee you've accidentally seen a panel further ahead. I know I have. So with this newfound advantage, Charles actually manages to get a clean shot off on Hakari, hitting him off the rooftop, sending him backwards, and actually bringing the hands out of the pockets into a fighting ready position. Congratulations, you can see a second in the future and you can now make somebody actually take you seriously. I might be being a little bit harsh on Charles because Hakari's a pretty stacked opponent, like he's a tough dude, but still. Either way, yeah, getting into it now, Hakari is deciding to turn up the heat, or turn up the speed, I guess I should say, and he starts blitzing the absolute hell out of Charles. But, like we said, with that 1 second advantage, Charles is able to defend himself, and he actually does manage one more good shot on Hakari. Granted, this doesn't really affect Hakari at all. We saw Hakari take a headbutt from Yuji, and that didn't affect him. I doubt this is really going to do that much. So yeah, he's just got a little nothing on the side of his head. Either way, Hakari's like, wow, okay, so you really can see it, right? He's, yeah, I can. So Hakari devises the plan of attacking from the blind spot, because surely he still has to confirm it with his eyes, correct? So Hakari quickly gets behind Charles, hits him in the back from blind spot, you know, right behind you, pretty big blind spot. Either way, Charles tries to react, swings at him, Hakari ducks the swipe from the G battle staff, and then continues to, you know, kick up from the new blind spot underneath of Charles. Charles is kind of able to block this with his arm, but you know that shit still hurt. Either way, Charles gets the great idea of, okay, if he's going to attack from the blind spot, I, myself, will attack said blind spot. Sweeps the G battle staff, okay, I'm going to quit doing that. Sweeps the spear behind him. Hakari, being just wonderful, catches that, says, too bad, hits him again. Absolutely love it. Clean. You can tell who the better fighter is here. So Hakari tells him that an otaku like you... Did I just say otaku? I swear to God, I'm in the middle of editing this right now, and I swear to God, I said otaku. We're running that back, and we're checking that again on the instant replay, okay? Let's get it. An otaku like you... Welcome to Pirate Hunter Anime, sponsored by Old El Paso. Will find a reason to fight about anything, and he continues to destroy him as he says he has to break him entirely. Slip him behind the back, hitting him in the back again, sending him flying. Just absolutely, like I said earlier, schooling the hell out of Charles. But throughout this exchange, Charles is able to get one more swipe on Hakari and fill up the pen just a little bit more, leading to a 2 second advantage instead of a 1 second. Correct, we can see 2 seconds into the future. What are you going to do now, Hakari? Oh, I don't know, just maybe a little domain expansion. Restless gambler. That was probably the chillest, most just baseline, like not even worried about it, just hanging out, kind of doing our thing, domain expansion ever. Just so damn chill about it. Just a restless gambler. Domain expansion. Woo! And Charles is getting a little mental upload of what exactly the terms and regulations are of said domain expansion. And he looks like he is literally shitting himself. I'm loving it. I'm about it. Hakari is dope already. Hakari is just so cool, calm, and collected, but yet he doesn't take things too seriously. He's badass at the same time. He's not afraid to play with his food a little bit and have some fun with it, put his hands in his pockets for the first bit of the fight, not really take it too seriously, do his own thing. I'm loving him already. Can't get enough. So yeah, this is hype. I cannot wait for next time to see the domain expansion. I hope you guys enjoyed. Go down in the comments, let me know your thoughts. Especially let me know what you guys are thinking about Charles, because I am obviously just not feeling this dude right now. Once again, gee, battle staff. Okay, I swear to God, that was the last time for the video, probably because it's almost over. But still, swear to God, last time. Either way, let me know what you guys think. I had a blast. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.